Everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're a coin enthusiast, collector, or just someone curious about hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1994 D Jefferson nickel, a coin with a surprising history, a rare error that made it extraordinarily valuable, and a current market worth of a staggering $91,000. The Jefferson nickel, a brief background. Before we get into the specifics of the 1994 D Jefferson nickel, let's take a quick look at its origins. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. For decades, this 5-cent coin has been a staple in American currency, but some years and mint marks stand out due to their rarity or unique characteristics. And 1994 is one of those years. Why the D matters? The D on this coin stands for the Denver Mint, where it was produced. In 1994, millions of Jefferson nickels were struck at the Denver Mint, but what makes this particular coin so special is not just the mint mark, it's a rare combination of minting errors and exceptional condition that has collectors willing to pay top dollar. The rare error that made it worth $91,000 each. So, what's the big deal about this coin? Well, the 1994 D Jefferson nickel is famous for a unique minting error. Some coins from this year and mint show an incomplete or doubled strike, creating a distinct and valuable error. These kinds of errors are incredibly rare and are often the result of misalignment or a malfunction during the minting process. Collectors love these mistakes because they're one of a kind, and that rarity is what drives the value sky high. Additionally, some specimens have been found with unusually sharp details and a flawless surface, earning them extremely high grades from professional grading services. Coins graded as MS67 or higher are the ones fetching those jaw-dropping prices. The journey to $91,000 each. Initially, the 1994 D Jefferson nickel wasn't considered particularly special. For years, it circulated like any other coin. But as collectors began discovering error coins and high-grade examples, its value started climbing. Auction houses reported record-breaking sales, with the most pristine example selling for $91,000 just this past year. These kinds of sales don't just happen overnight. The coin's value increased as awareness grew and more collectors sought to add this rare piece to their collections. What makes it so desirable? There are three main factors that make the 1994 D Jefferson nickel so desirable. Rarity. Only a small number of these error coins exist, and even fewer have been found in mint state condition. Historical significance. As part of the Jefferson nickel series, it carries the legacy of one of America's founding fathers, grading. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher are the ones collectors dream of owning. Combine these factors, and you've got a coin that's worth a fortune. How to identify one in your collection? So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable nickels? Here's what to look for: mint mark. Check for the D below the date on the obverse side. Error details. Look closely for signs of a doubled strike or other irregularities. Condition. Coins with sharp details and no visible wear are more likely to be valuable. Grading. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service to determine its condition and authenticity. Tips for aspiring collectors. If you're new to coin collecting, here are a few tips to help you get started. Do your research. Learn about different coins, mint marks, and errors. Invest in tools. A magnifying glass, gloves, and proper storage cases are essential. Network. Join online forums, local coin clubs, or attend coin shows to meet fellow enthusiasts and learn from experts. Be patient. Finding rare coins takes time and persistence. The 1994 D Jefferson nickel is a shining example of how something as ordinary as a 5-cent coin can hold extraordinary value. Whether it's tucked away in an old collection or hiding in your pocket change, this coin proves that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And who knows? maybe you'll be the next person to discover a $91,000 treasure. Until next time, happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in for a treat today. In this episode, we're diving deep into the story of the 1982 P Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin that's turning heads in the collector's market with its staggering value of $51,000. That's right, this unassuming nickel, minted in Philadelphia in 1982, has become one of the most sought-after coins in recent years. But how did it achieve such an incredible value? Stick around as we explore its history, key features, and what makes it so special. And of course, I'll share tips on how you might find one yourself. The history of the Jefferson nickel. Let's start with a little background. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1982, the nickel had already been a staple of American currency for over 4 decades. But that year, something interesting happened. 1982 was a challenging time for the U.S. Mint. Rising metal costs forced the Mint to adjust its production methods. This included changes in the composition and manufacturing processes of various coins. However, these adjustments occasionally led to errors and anomalies, and that's where the 1982 P Jefferson nickel story begins. What makes the 1982 P nickel special? So, what's so special about the 1982 P Jefferson nickel? For starters, this was one of the first years the Mint began using a new process to reduce wear on dies, which are the metal stamps used to create coin designs. As a result, certain coins from this year, including the 1982 P nickel, exhibit unique characteristics. Here's what to look for: the P mint mark. The letter P on the obverse indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. This was one of the earlier years the Philadelphia Mint included a mint mark on nickels. Die errors and variations. Many 1982 P nickels feature slight anomalies, such as weak strikes or die cracks, which are highly appealing to collectors. Condition. Coins in pristine condition, often graded as MS65 or higher by organizations like PCGS or NGC, are the ones fetching top dollar. These unique factors make the 1982 P nickel a true gem for collectors. The coin's journey to $51,000. Now, let's talk about the money. Why is this coin worth $51,000 today? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. While millions of nickels were minted in 1982, very few have survived in near-perfect condition. Over time, circulation wears down coins, making uncirculated examples incredibly rare. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for a coin that looks as if it just rolled off the mint's presses. In recent years, the value of the 1982 P nickel has skyrocketed. At a major auction, one of these coins in mint state condition sold for an eye-popping $51,000. This set a new benchmark and captured the attention of collectors worldwide. How to identify and find one. Alright, here's the part you've been waiting for. How can you find a 1982 P Jefferson nickel worth $51,000? Here are my top tips. Check your pocket change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Always inspect your nickels for the 1982 date and the P mint mark. Visit coin shops and shows. These are great places to find uncirculated coins or discuss with experts who might have leads on rare finds. Search online marketplaces. Platforms like eBay and specialized coin forums often have listings for 1982 P nickels. Just be cautious and verify authenticity before purchasing. Invest in a coin grading guide. Learning to grade coins yourself can help you spot valuable pieces. Remember, even if you don't find a $51,000 coin, starting a collection can be a rewarding and potentially lucrative hobby. The 1982 P Jefferson nickel is a testament to the hidden value in everyday objects. Who would have thought that a simple 5-cent coin could become a $51,000 treasure? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, And hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. And let me know in the comments, have you ever come across a rare coin in your change? Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies out there, the 1981 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary coin has a surprising value that could be worth up to $12,000. But how did this penny become so valuable? Stick around as we explore its history, rarity, and what makes it so special. Let's start with the basics. The 1981 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side. At first glance, it looks like any other penny you might find in your pocket. But it's far from ordinary. This coin has been found to fetch incredible prices in the market, up to $12,000 for a single penny. But why is this seemingly common coin worth so much? The coin's history. The 1981 D penny was produced during a time of transition for the U.S. Mint. It was the early 80s, a decade marked by economic change and shifts in the U.S. government's approach to coin production. The 1981 D Lincoln penny was made during a year when the Mint was producing coins for a population of over 200 million Americans. The coins themselves were struck from a mix of copper and zinc, creating the familiar reddish-brown appearance we all know. However, what makes this particular penny so valuable today is not its design or even its composition, but a key minting error and rarity that occurred during its production. The minting error, 2:31 to 4 o'clock. Most collectors and numismatists will tell you that the key to finding valuable coins often lies in their errors or mistakes made during production. And the 1981 D penny is no exception. While the vast majority of these coins were struck with the usual methods and have no significant issues, a small but notable error occurred in some batches. Some 1981 D pennies were struck with a faint or improperly placed mint mark. In some cases, the D mint mark is not clearly defined or might appear to be slightly doubled. This minor error can make a huge difference in the value of the coin. Rarity and demand, 4:01 to 5 o'clock. Rarity is another major factor that plays into the value of any coin. While the 1981 D penny isn't one of the rarest coins ever made, its demand among collectors is strong. Due to the minting error and the high interest in Lincoln pennies, this coin has become a sought-after piece for collectors looking to complete their sets or acquire something truly unique. Over the years, auction results have shown that the 1981 D penny can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to an astounding $12,000 for those in excellent condition or with noticeable minting errors. If you find one of these pennies in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. Grading and condition, 5:01 to 6 o'clock. Another critical element in determining the value of your 1981 D penny is its grade or condition. Like all coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A penny with sharp details, a well-defined mint mark, and minimal wear could grade at a much higher level, making it far more valuable. If your 1981 D penny is in mint condition or has that unique error, you could see your coin valued much higher than the typical market value. That's why it's always a good idea to get your coins professionally graded by services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Where to find and sell. So, where can you find these valuable 1981 D pennies? The first place to check is, of course, your spare change jar or coin rolls from your local bank. You'd be surprised at what you can find when you look carefully. You may also come across some of these rare pennies in coin shops, estate sales, or online auction platforms. The market for rare coins is growing, and demand is high for anything with a special history or minting error. How to protect your investment. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare 1981 D pennies, it's important to protect your investment. The best way to preserve your coin is to store it in a protective holder, away from direct sunlight and moisture. Many collectors use 2x2 holders, airtight coin capsules, or even safe deposit boxes for higher value coins. As of today, a 1981 D penny in excellent condition, especially with a minting error, can easily reach values upwards of $12,000. the coin's value fluctuates depending on the market, demand, and rarity of the mint era. But one thing is certain: if you've got a high-quality 1981 D penny, you might be sitting on a small fortune. So, there you have it. The 1981 D Lincoln penny, an ordinary coin that holds extraordinary value. If you happen to find one in your collection, be sure to check its condition and mint mark closely. With some luck, you could have a rare treasure worth thousands of dollars. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more valuable coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, collectors! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we have a very exciting topic to explore. We're going to dive into the history, rarity, and value of a specific coin that might be hiding in your collection right now, the 1982 P Jefferson nickel. This coin, valued at an impressive $3,300 today, has an intriguing story behind it, and in this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about it. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins like this one. The 1982 P Jefferson nickel is often overlooked by casual collectors, but if you know what to look for, it could be worth a small fortune. This particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P Mint mark. The standard design features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and his home, Monticello, depicted on the reverse side. It's a classic design that's been a part of the U.S. coinage system since 1938, but this specific year holds more value than most realize. The minting process and the coin's features. Like most coins, the 1982 P Jefferson nickel was struck using a combination of copper and nickel, giving it its familiar metallic look. This particular year, however, has something special about it that contributes to its value. Unlike the standard batch of nickels minted during that time, this specific batch had a rare error that makes it stand out. But before we jump into that, let's take a closer look at the coin's design. On the obverse, or front, of the 1982 P Jefferson nickel, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. The inscription around the edge reads "In God We Trust," and above that, "Liberty" with the date 1982 below. This side of the coin represents Jefferson's legacy as one of the founding fathers and is one of the most recognizable images in American numismatics. On the reverse side, we see Jefferson's Virginia home, Monticello. The design emphasizes Jefferson's connection to the land, and it's one of the most iconic reverse designs in U.S. coinage. The words Monticello and E Pluribus Unum are displayed along with the coin's face value, 5 cents. It's a simple yet elegant design that remains a hallmark of the Jefferson nickel series. Why the 1982 P nickel is special. So, what makes the 1982 P Jefferson nickel so special? Well, the most notable factor is the variety of this coin. During 1982, the U.S. Mint made the decision to reduce the overall mintage of the Jefferson nickel. Additionally, there were some rare errors that occurred during the production of this coin that would later make certain versions worth significantly more than face value. Now you might be wondering, what are these errors? While the 1982 P nickels weren't produced with a particularly high number of noticeable mint errors, there are certain coins within the batch that stand out due to their unique characteristics. Mint errors and variations. Some of the most valuable 1982 P Jefferson nickels feature striking errors such as doubled dies, die cracks, or even minting mistakes that led to overpolished dies. These errors aren't common, which is why the coins that do have them are worth far more than your typical nickel. As collectors begin to understand the significance of these errors, coins like these have become highly sought after. For example, a coin with a doubled die can significantly increase in value. If you closely examine the coin and find that some of the letters or numbers are more than one set, perhaps you'll notice the date, or Liberty, showing up twice. You could have a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its overall quality. The current market value of the 1982 P Jefferson nickel. Currently, the market value of the 1982 P Jefferson nickel without any major errors is estimated at about $3,300. This value is based on the rarity of finding such a coin in pristine condition, as well as its historical significance as part of the smaller mintage from the 1980s. Coins in higher grades, especially those graded MS67 or above, tend to fetch this impressive amount at auction. Of course, the market can fluctuate based on collector demand, and the value of the coin could increase in the coming years as more people recognize its significance. It's a perfect example of how a seemingly common coin, when in the right condition and with the right attributes, can soar in value. Where to find the 1982 P Jefferson nickel? So, how do you go about finding a 1982 P Jefferson nickel? One of the best ways is to start by looking through your pocket change. You'd be surprised at the number of rare coins that people overlook simply because they don't know what to look for. If you're serious about collecting valuable nickels, consider checking your local coin shops, online marketplaces, and even estate sales. Remember to inspect each coin carefully. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in mint state with no scratches, dings, or discoloration are always worth more. Grading your coin is a crucial step if you believe you have a rare 1982 P Jefferson nickel. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Most coins will fall somewhere in the 60s, and if your coin reaches a grade like MS65 or MS67, that's a strong indication it could be worth thousands of dollars. Make sure to authenticate your coin as well. Professional numismatists can verify the authenticity of a coin and even certify it, which significantly boosts its value on the market. So, there you have it, the 1982 P Jefferson nickel, a coin that may be sitting in your collection or in your pocket change right now, with the potential to be worth a lot of money. Whether it's due to a rare error, its limited mintage, or simply its excellent condition, this coin is a great example of why you should always keep an eye out for hidden treasures. If you have one of these in your collection, now might be a good time to get it graded and see if you're holding on to something special. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a 1982 P Jefferson nickel, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to dive into an incredibly valuable and fascinating coin, the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be thinking, isn't it just a penny? But trust me, this specific year holds a hidden treasure, and it could be worth a lot of money in your pocket right now. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to explore the history, rarity, and the current market value of the 1986 Lincoln penny. The history of the 1986 Lincoln penny. First, let's rewind the clock a bit to 1986. It was a year of significant events in the United States. While the country was recovering from the economic challenges of the early 1980s, something else was happening. One of the most widely circulated coins in the world, the Lincoln 1-cent penny, was continuing its journey in American pockets. But did you know the penny actually has a rich history? It all started way back in 1909 when President Theodore Roosevelt recommended the U.S. Mint create a coin to honor Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln penny, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. Fast forward to 1986, and this penny wasn't anything new, but it was still a significant part of American currency. The 1986 penny was minted during a time when the U.S. economy was transitioning out of a recession. Yet, despite being widely circulated, some of these pennies are now highly valuable, especially in rare conditions. Why the 1986 Lincoln penny is worth so much. So, why is the 1986 Lincoln penny worth so much? At first glance, you might think it's just another ordinary penny, right? But the 1986 penny is actually known for its variety, which makes it more interesting and valuable than you might expect. One of the key factors in determining the value of a coin is its rarity and condition. The 1986 penny, particularly in mint state or with specific errors, can command impressive prices in the market. Now, let's talk about something that collectors really get excited about: error coins. Error coins are those that have flaws in their design due to mistakes during the minting process. And guess what? The 1986 penny is no stranger to these exciting errors. Some of the most common error types found in these pennies include double dies, off-center strikes, and even die cracks. For instance, a 1986 penny with a double die error, a rare misalignment of the die used to stamp the image onto the coin, could be worth several $1,000s, depending on its condition. Current market value of the 1986 Lincoln penny. You might be asking, how much can a penny actually be worth? Well, here's the exciting part. Today, the average 1986 Lincoln penny is worth about 1 cent, just like any other penny. But if you've got one that's in mint condition or if it has a rare error, it could be worth upwards of $4,500, or even more. Yes, you heard that right. A penny could be worth $4,500 or more if it's in excellent condition with a rare error. One particular 1986 penny that made headlines was sold for over $4,000 at a coin auction. The value can vary greatly depending on the coin's grade and the specific error, but rest assured, there is real money to be made here for collectors and coin enthusiasts. How to identify a valuable 1986 Lincoln penny? Now, how do you know if you've got a rare 1986 penny on your hands? The key to finding out whether your penny is worth more than its face value lies in identifying the condition and any potential errors. Here's a quick guide on what to look for. First, inspect the overall condition of the penny. The better the condition, the more valuable it is. Coins with little wear, known as uncirculated or mint-state coins, are more likely to fetch higher prices. Next, look for errors. If you see any type of doubling on the date or lettering, or if the image seems off-center, you may have a double die or an off-center strike error. These can significantly increase the value of your penny. And don't forget about the edges. If you see any unusual marks or cracking, it could be a die crack, another potential error that can drive up the value. Where to sell or appraise your 1986 penny? So, where do you go if you think you've found a valuable 1986 Lincoln penny? Well, there are several options. You can take it to a reputable coin dealer, where they can appraise the coin and give you a fair price. Many coin dealers have expertise in identifying error coins and can guide you on the best course of action for selling. Alternatively, you can visit online auction platforms like eBay or specialized coin marketplaces. These can be great places to sell your penny to collectors who are actively looking for rare finds. In conclusion, the 1986 Lincoln penny might just be hiding a small fortune in your pocket. Whether it's a mint condition coin or one with a rare error, these pennies can be worth a lot more than you might expect, sometimes as much as $4,500 or more. If you've got one of these rare coins, it might be time to have it appraised, because you could be sitting on a gold mine. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on valuable coins. And remember, always keep an eye out for those rare coins. They might just be worth more than you think. Until next time, happy hunting and happy collecting. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Marit, and today we're diving deep into one of the fascinating coins from the UK, the 1995 pence coin. While many people might look at a 5-pence coin and think it's just a small, insignificant piece of change, this coin has a fascinating history and has become quite valuable in recent years. In fact, some of these coins are worth as much as $300 today. Stick around as we explore everything you need to know about this coin, from its history, minting details, how it became valuable, and why you might want to check your spare change, because you could be holding on to something worth a lot more than you think. History of the 1995 pence coin. Let's start with some background on the 1995 pence coin. This coin is part of the decimal currency system, which was introduced in the UK back in 1971, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 5-pence coin, or 5 pence, as it's commonly called, was part of that new system, valued at 1/20th of a pound. The 1995 pence coin itself is made of cupronickel, which gives it that distinctive silvery look. It's 18 millimeters in diameter and weighs 3.25 grams. Like most coins, it has a distinct design. On the reverse side, you'll find a segment of the royal shield, a symbol that has appeared on various British coins since the 16th century. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Mackin, which was used on British coins from 1968 until 1984. By 1990, this design had become iconic, making the coin instantly recognizable to collectors and casual observers alike. Why the 1995 pence coin is so valuable. So, why is the 1995 pence coin worth so much today? Well, the key to understanding its value lies in rarity and condition. Although 5 pence coins were widely circulated at the time, a few factors have made this particular year's coin stand out. First, there was a limited mintage of these coins in 1990, and it wasn't just any coin design that made it rare. Over the years, many of the 1990 coins that were in circulation became worn down due to use in daily transactions. Coins with sharp details and minimal wear are now much harder to find, especially in top-tier condition. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint condition are particularly sought after by collectors, as they're harder to come by. If you have a 1995 pence coin in excellent condition, it could fetch a price of up to $300 or more, depending on factors like the specific market and the buyer's interest. Now, let's talk about the market. Earlier, some 1995 pence coins have been known to sell for around $300 in recent years. Of course, that's not the price for every single coin from that year. The value can vary, and it all depends on certain factors. First off, condition is king. A pristine, uncirculated coin can fetch a premium. Coins that have been kept in a safe, dry place, away from wear and tear, are in the best position to command the highest prices. Additionally, coins with certain errors or unique characteristics can drive the price even higher. For example, if you happen to find a 1995 pence with a minting error, like a double die or a misstrike, this could significantly increase its value. These errors make the coin even rarer, which is something collectors absolutely love. How to identify a valuable 1995 pence coin? Identifying a valuable 1995 pence coin isn't difficult, but it does require attention to detail. Here's what you need to look for. Start by checking the condition of the coin. If the image of the queen on the obverse is sharp and clear, and the royal shield on the reverse still has defined edges, you're off to a good start. Avoid coins with heavy scratches, dents, or fading, as they'll be worth far less. Next, check for any minting errors. A misalignment of the design, a double image, or any other noticeable irregularity can turn your coin from being worth a few pounds to a much higher value. Where to sell or buy the coin? Now, if you've got a 1995 pence coin in your collection and you're thinking about selling it, there are a few options to consider. The first and easiest place to check would be online marketplaces like eBay, where collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare and valuable coins. There are also specialized coin dealers and auction houses that focus on numismatics, which is the study and collection of coins. These can be great places to get a higher value, especially for those really rare and well-maintained coins. So there you have it. The 1995 pence coin may seem like just a small piece of change, but it holds significant value in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin could be a hidden gem in your collection. So check your pockets, your coin jars, or your spare change. You might have one worth a lot more than you thought. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos about valuable coins. And if you've ever come across a rare coin, drop a comment below and tell us about it. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with more exciting coin discoveries. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change right now, the 1990 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. You might be thinking, it's just a nickel, but you'd be surprised to learn that this little coin is worth a lot more than you'd expect, with some selling for up to $3,700. So if you've ever wondered what makes certain nickels so valuable, stay tuned. We're diving deep into the history, the value, and why the 1990 D Jefferson nickel is so special. Let's get into it. The history of the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, and it's one of the longest-running coins in the United States. Designed by Felix Schlag, the nickel originally featured Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Over the years, the design has seen several changes, but one thing has remained constant. The nickel is a symbol of American history, and more importantly, it's a coin with a lot of potential for collectors. In 1990, the U.S. Mint continued to produce the iconic Jefferson nickel, with a few coins in circulation that would become highly sought after by numismatists. While most of these coins were minted without much fanfare, there were a few errors and anomalies that turned the 1990 D Jefferson nickel into something truly special. Now, before we get to the coin's value, let's take a moment to understand the significance of the mint mark. The D on this coin indicates it was minted at the Denver Mint. Mint marks are an essential part of a coin's story, as they tell us where the coin was produced. And with certain years and locations, mint marks can make a huge difference in a coin's value. But what makes the 1990 D Jefferson nickel stand out among the millions that were made? The era coin and why it's valuable. Most of the 1990 D Jefferson nickels are just your typical 5-cent coin, but a small percentage of them have an interesting flaw that makes them incredibly valuable. These errors, often in the form of slight misprints or double die strikes, can make a single coin worth a lot more money. In the case of the 1990 D Jefferson nickel, there were some coins that were minted with noticeable mistakes, like a double die. This happens when the die used to strike the coin wasn't properly aligned, causing the image of Jefferson and the Monticello building to It's a subtle difference that most people wouldn't notice, but to a collector, it's worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. The current market value, why it's worth $3,700. So, how much is a 1990 D Jefferson nickel actually worth? Well, the typical 1990 D nickel is worth just a few cents. However, a 1990 D with a doubling error or other imperfections can sell for up to $3,700 at auction, sometimes even more, depending on the condition and the rarity of the error. Why is this the case? Well, the value of error coins can skyrocket because they are not only rare, but they also have a unique story behind them. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with such anomalies because they represent a moment in time when something went wrong during the minting process. The rarity of these errors makes them incredibly desirable. How to spot a valuable 1990 D nickel? Okay, now that you know how valuable a 1990 D Jefferson nickel can be, let's talk about how you can spot one in your collection. Here are some key features to look out for. Key features to look for: doubling on the front. Look closely at Jefferson's portrait and the word Liberty. If you see any sort of doubling or shadowing, this could be a sign of a valuable error. Struck through errors. These happen when something like dust, grease, or another foreign object gets caught in the coin die, leaving a shadowy mark on the coin. Condition: the higher the grade of the coin, the more valuable it will be. Coins in mint condition or with minimal wear and tear are the most sought after. Full steps on Monticello. One of the distinguishing factors of the 1990 D nickel is how clearly the steps of Monticello are defined. Coins with fully visible steps are considered to be in better condition, and they can sometimes fetch a higher price. How to sell your 1990 D Jefferson nickel? So, let's say you find a 1990 D Jefferson nickel that you think could be valuable. How do you go about selling it? The best way to determine its value is to get it graded by a professional numismatic grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade, which can greatly affect its value. Once you've got your coin graded, you can consider selling it through an auction house, a coin dealer, or even online marketplaces like eBay. Make sure to do your research and get the best price possible. Who would have thought that a 1990 D Jefferson nickel, something we see in our pocket change every day, could be worth up to $3,700, right? It just goes to show that sometimes, the smallest coins can be the most valuable. So, next time you're digging through your change jar or at the bank, take a closer look at those nickels. You might just find a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more about valuable coins and their stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next big discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious. Welcome back to the channel, Coin Collectors, Coins and Hidden Treasures. You're in for a treat today. We're diving into one of the most fascinating Jefferson nickels from the 1990s, the 1994 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, a coin that holds a surprising value of $3,900. Yes, you heard that right. But why is this seemingly regular nickel worth so much? Let's find out. The history of the Jefferson nickel, 1994 edition. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag. Since its inception, the nickel has seen a number of changes over the years, but the design and the legacy of Thomas Jefferson have remained a constant. By the 1990s, the nickel was a familiar sight in American coinage, but in 1994, something unique happened with one of these coins. This coin, minted at the Denver Mint, carries the famous D Mint mark, identifying it as one of the pieces made in Denver during 1994. It's made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing in at 5 grams, and has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. At first glance, the 1994 D nickel seems pretty standard, but let's get into what makes this particular year so special. Why the 1994 D Jefferson nickel is valuable now. Here's where it gets interesting. The value of the 1994 D Jefferson nickel doesn't come from its metal content or its place in history. It comes from something far more elusive, the condition of the coin and a very specific set of factors. Most 1994 D Jefferson nickels can be found in circulation today, and they're worth just 5 cents. However, in the world of coin collecting, the condition of a coin is paramount. Coins that are in mint state, or near perfect condition, especially those with well-defined details and minimal wear, can fetch high prices. The 1994 D Jefferson nickel, particularly in uncirculated condition, has seen its value rise over time. In fact, coins in uncirculated condition or those graded as MS65 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can easily fetch up to $3,900 at auction. That's a lot for a coin that was once part of everyday pocket change. How grading impacts the value. 2 o'clock. So, how do collectors know if their 1994 D Jefferson nickel is worth thousands? It all comes down to grading. Coins are graded based on their condition, with grades ranging from good, G, to perfect, MS70. A coin in MS65 condition is considered to have sharp details with only minor imperfections, while MS67 and higher coins can be practically flawless. These high-grade coins are the ones that collectors and investors are willing to pay big bucks for. The higher the grade, the higher the price. For instance, in 2023, a well-preserved 1994 D Jefferson nickel in MS66 fetched a record price of $3,900. That's the kind of coin you want to look for if you're hoping to strike it rich with your collection. What makes the 1994 D Jefferson nickel so unique, but what makes this coin so special in the first place? It's important to remember that most coins from this era weren't really produced with the intention of being collector's items. The 1994 D Jefferson nickel, like most others, was made for circulation and then promptly used in daily transactions. What sets the 1994 D apart, however, is that over time, a relatively small number of these coins survived in pristine condition. Many were simply spent, worn down, or damaged through everyday handling. Therefore, finding one in mint condition, as if it just came out of the mint yesterday, is a rare and valuable find. If you do come across one, make sure to store it carefully, as exposure to elements or handling can lead to wear and a drop in value. How to find your own 1994 D Jefferson nickel, 340. Now that you know how valuable the 1994 D Jefferson nickel can be, you're probably wondering how you can find one yourself. Well, the best way to start is by searching through rolls of nickels, visiting local coin shops, or even checking online auctions. When searching through rolls or collections, focus on the coins that seem to have sharp, detailed features. A high-quality 1994 D and MS-65 or better might not be easy to find, but it's definitely possible. The market for 1994 D Jefferson nickels. The market for rare coins like the 1994 D Jefferson nickel is growing steadily. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auctions provide a platform where collectors and investors can buy and sell these rare treasures. And it's not just about the money. There's a sense of history and excitement in owning such a coin. For many collectors, it's about finding that one gem, that elusive coin that has the potential to make their collection shine. So, there you have it. The 1994 D Jefferson nickel is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a valuable collectible with a rich history. If you happen to stumble upon one in perfect condition, you could be holding on to a rare treasure worth thousands of dollars. Always keep an eye out for high-grade coins, and remember, the more pristine the condition, the higher the value. If you enjoy dive into the 1994 D Jefferson nickel and want to learn more about rare coins, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on our future videos about valuable coins and collectibles. Happy coin hunting, and we'll see you next time. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves learning about valuable treasures hiding in your pockets, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into a coin that might be sitting in your collection right now, waiting to be discovered. The 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This unassuming penny, which might just seem like another ordinary coin, has a fascinating history and a market value that could surprise you. You might be wondering, why is this penny worth so much? Well, in this video, we're going to break down everything from its history, rarity, why it's so valuable, and the current market value of a 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, which is a whopping $16,000. Let's get started. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, let's understand a bit about its historical context. In the U.S. mint system, each coin is marked with a mint mark that tells us where it was produced. The mint mark can typically be found on the obverse side, the front, of a coin, just beneath the date. The presence of a mint mark helps collectors identify not only where the coin came from but also adds to its rarity and collectability. So, here's where things get interesting. In 1995, the U.S. Mint was supposed to mint Lincoln pennies with a mint mark indicating the location where they were made. Normally, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint are marked with a P, but for some reason, a small number of 1995 pennies came out with no mint mark at all. These coins, which were meant to have a P, were instead struck without the mark, making them an accidental rarity. This unique mistake wasn't spotted immediately, and it wasn't until years later that collectors began to take note of the 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies. Since mint marks are a crucial part of a coin's identity, having a penny with no mint mark from a year that's typically stamped with 1 is a serious find. Now, you may be wondering, how did this mistake happen? Well, experts believe that the absence of the mint mark on these coins was a result of a production error at the Philadelphia Mint. The minting press used to strike these pennies was simply not engraved with the usual P mint mark die at the time, which led to these coins being produced without it. What's fascinating is that it wasn't a large batch of coins that ended up without the mint mark. Only a small number were struck this way, making them extremely rare. Initially, this mistake was not discovered immediately. The 1995 pennies with no mint mark began to circulate as regular pennies. But as time passed, coin enthusiasts started noticing something odd. Coin collectors started identifying these 1995 no mint mark pennies as an error, which sparked a huge demand for them. But the question remains, how many of these rare pennies actually exist? The exact number of these coins is still unknown, as there was no official record of how many were produced. But that scarcity is what adds so much value to the coin. So, why exactly is the 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? Well, this rarity is a major factor in the coin's value. Because only a few were produced by accident, the coin has grown increasingly rare, and thus, it has become highly sought after by collectors. It's like finding a rare Pokemon card in your attic. The fewer there are, the higher the price. As of today, a 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth $16,000 depending on its condition. While some collectors might be lucky enough to find one in their collection, others might have to turn to auctions or dealers to secure this rare treasure. But why has the price skyrocketed? Here's why. Rarity. As mentioned, only a few of these pennies were minted. Without a mint mark, these coins become difficult to trace, and the number that survived in circulation is limited. Collectors' fervor. Coin collectors love the thrill of tracking down errors and mistakes. The more obscure the mistake, the more valuable the coin becomes. Historical significance. A coin with a unique error doesn't just hold monetary value, it tells a story. The 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a piece of U.S. mint history, marking an interesting chapter in the process of coin production. How to identify a 1995 no-mint mark penny? 5 o'clock. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies? Let's walk through the process of identifying one. Check the date. Of course, the first thing to check is the year. Make sure it's 1995. This penny will have a Lincoln memorial on the reverse, back, side and Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, front. Look for the mint mark. Now here's the critical part. Flip the coin over and check for the mint mark beneath the date. If it's a regular 1995 penny, you should see a P mint mark indicating it was struck in Philadelphia. If the mint mark is missing entirely, you've got yourself a 1995 no mint mark penny. Condition matters. Just like with any rare coin, the condition is crucial when determining its value. A penny that is in pristine, uncirculated condition will fetch a much higher price than one that's been worn down by years of circulation. If your coin is still in good shape, it could be worth. The grading of a coin is what ultimately determines its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. So, how do we grade the 1995 no-mint mark penny, MS60 to MS63? These are uncirculated pennies, but they'll have visible marks or imperfections. Expect these to go for somewhere between $1,500 to $3,000. MS64 to MS66. A higher grade coin will have fewer visible defects, and you can see prices ranging from $4,000 to $8,000. MS67 to MS68. These are pristine, almost perfect coins that could easily be worth $12,000 to $16,000, depending on demand at the time of sale. As you can see, condition plays a huge role in determining the worth of these rare coins. How to sell your 1995 no mint mark penny? If you're lucky enough to have a 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny in your possession, you might be. But where can you sell it, and how do you get the best price? Here are a few options. Coin dealers. Reputable coin dealers are often a good place to start if you want to sell your rare coin. They can give you a fair assessment of its value and may even offer you a price close to what the coin is worth. Online auctions. Websites like eBay allow you to auction off your penny, where collectors from all over the world can bid on it. Coin shows. Attending coin shows is a great way to network with other collectors and dealers who may be interested in buying your penny. Remember, always get your coin graded before you sell it, as this will help you get the best price possible. So there you have it. The 1995 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there today, with a current market value of around $16,000. Its rarity, the mystery behind the error, and the demand from collectors have made it a prized possession for many. If you think you might have one of these rare pennies in your collection, be sure to check it over carefully. And who knows, you could be holding on to a true piece of coin history. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Who knows, we might have even more amazing coin finds coming your way soon. Until next time, happy collecting. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a real gem to talk about, the 1999 D mint mark Jefferson nickel. Now you might be thinking, it's just a nickel, but trust me, this coin holds a story that's worth way more than its face value. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1999 D Jefferson nickel. The 1999 Jefferson nickel might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but there's something about this particular year and mint mark that makes it valuable. First, let's talk about its basic design. On the obverse, we see the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is also the architect of the Declaration of Independence. This image has been featured on the Jefferson nickel since 1938 and was designed by Felix Schlag. In the year 1999, there was no change to this side of the coin, so it's just like the ones you've probably seen before. On the reverse, we have a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. This image has graced the reverse of the Jefferson nickel since it was first issued in 1938, and it's a beloved symbol of American history. The mint mark and its significance. Now, let's talk about the D mint mark. As you might know, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was struck. Coins minted in Denver usually have a D mint mark, while those produced in Philadelphia have no mint mark, and coins struck at the San Francisco Mint are often marked with an S dot. Coins with a D mint mark often have a bit of a reputation in the collecting community. The Denver Mint is known for producing high-quality coins, but every now and then, certain issues, like the 1999 D Jefferson nickel, can become rare due to production errors or unique features. But let's dig deeper to find out why this particular coin is worth more than you'd expect. The 1999 D Jefferson nickel is not rare in terms of mintage, with hundreds of millions of these coins being produced that year. However, what makes it valuable is its condition and certain characteristics that make it stand out from the rest. For collectors, a coin's condition is crucial when determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved and have minimal wear are much more valuable. So, if you come across a 1999 D nickel in uncirculated or near perfect condition, you might be looking at a significant find. But there's more to it than just condition. Why the 1999 D Jefferson nickel is worth $4,000. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the value. So, why is the 1999 D Jefferson nickel worth around $4,000? The answer lies in its rarity in certain grades and potential minting errors. One of the key things collectors look for is any sort of error or variation in the coin's design that could make it stand out. Some of the most valuable 1999 D Jefferson nickels have unique errors, such as double strikes or incorrect planchets. These errors are rare, and when a coin has one, it instantly becomes more sought after by collectors. Even a small flaw can dramatically increase its price. For example, a nickel that's been improperly struck or has some kind of noticeable flaw can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. A 1999 D Jefferson nickel with a grading of MS65 or higher from a professional grading service can easily be worth around $4,000 or more. If you find one of these in your pocket change, you could be sitting on a small fortune. How to check your 1999 D nickel for value? Alright, so how can you tell if your 1999 D Jefferson nickel is one of the valuable ones? First off, start by checking the coin's condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that could affect its grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is. Professional grading companies, like PCGS or NGC, are the best resources to accurately assess your coin's value. They'll give it a grade that determines its worth in the market. The history of the Jefferson nickel. Let's take a step back and talk about the history of the Jefferson nickel itself. This coin has been in circulation for over 80 years now, and it has undergone several design changes since its introduction in 1938. The Jefferson nickel has always been a key part of American coinage, and it's especially meaningful because of the historical figure it features, Thomas Jefferson. The design has seen some subtle changes over the years, and it has become a collector favorite. The 1999 D Mint Mark coin represents a milestone in the long legacy of the Jefferson nickel. In fact, this year was part of the tail end of a transitional period for U.S. coinage, as the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different ways to mark the millennium. So, there you have it, the 1999 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. While it may look like just another coin in your pocket change, its potential value is a lot more than you'd expect. Whether it's due to its condition, potential minting errors, or its place in history, this coin is definitely worth keeping an eye on. If you have a 1999 D Jefferson nickel, it's worth taking the time to inspect it closely, as it could be worth thousands of dollars. Don't forget to get it professionally graded if you think it might be a high-value coin. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more valuable coin tips and interesting numismatic content. Who knows, maybe the next coin you find could be worth a small fortune. Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. If you're into rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat today. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2001 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This little coin, which may seem ordinary at first glance, is worth a lot more than its 5-cent face value. In fact, it's currently valued at a whopping $4,000. Stick around as we explore its history, rarity, and the factors that make this coin so valuable. Let's get started. History of the Jefferson nickel. First, let's take a step back in time. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938 to replace the earlier Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse. His image has graced the coin for more than 80 years now. Fast forward to 2001, and the coin you're looking at today, the 2001 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, was released as part of the regular series of circulating nickels. While it may have been produced in large quantities, it's the rarity of some versions that set this particular coin apart. But what makes the 2001 D version so special? Let's find out. 2001 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. Specifications and minting. The 2001 D Jefferson nickel is made of a cupronickel blend, weighing in at 5 grams with a diameter of 21 millimeters. The D Mint mark on the reverse of the coin indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities for coin production in the U.S. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins over the years, and while most coins from there are very common, some coins, especially those with specific errors or unique characteristics, are worth far more than you might expect. Why is the 2001 D nickel worth $4,000? So, why is the 2001 D Jefferson nickel so valuable? The truth is, most of these coins aren't worth much beyond their face value. However, certain rare varieties of the 2001 D nickel have been discovered, making them highly sought after by collectors. These coins have certain characteristics, like rare die cracks or other minting errors, that set them apart from regular circulation coins. For example, some 2001 D nickels were struck with slight imperfections or abnormalities, making them far rarer than others. A coin with a double die or misaligned die could significantly increase its value. Now, let's talk about the most significant error associated with this coin, the 2001 D reverse die crack. This error occurs when a crack forms in the die used to strike the coin, causing it to imprint an unusual crack pattern on the reverse of the nickel. Coins with this error have been selling for several $1,000s, even pushing the value of some to the $4,000 mark, depending on the condition and the extent of the error. Mint error coins and collectors market. Mint errors, like the ones I just mentioned, play a huge role in determining a coin's value. While regular coins from the 2001 D series aren't worth much, a nickel with a clear minting error can be a real treasure for collectors. Errors in coins can happen for a variety of reasons. Issues like improper alignment of the dies, foreign objects in the press, or flaws in the die itself. These errors are relatively rare, and that rarity is what drives up the price. As a result, collectors are often on the lookout for these anomalies, ready to pay top dollar for a rare specimen. A 2001 D Jefferson nickel with one of these errors can fetch up to $4,000 or more at auction, especially if it's in pristine condition. That's a huge increase from its original value of just 5 cents. How to identify a valuable 2001 D nickel? Alright, now that you know why this coin is valuable, let's talk about how to spot a rare and valuable 2001 D Jefferson nickel. It's not always easy to tell just by looking at a coin, but there are a few things to look for. Look for die cracks. A die crack is one of the most common errors found in the 2001 D nickels. Check the reverse side of the coin, particularly near the rim, for any visible cracks or lines that shouldn't be there. Check for doubling. A doubled die is another rare feature. Look for any doubling of the design, especially on the date, mint mark, or lettering. Examine the condition. As with any collectible coin, the condition of the coin is incredibly important. The higher the grade, the more it will be worth. A coin in mint state, meaning it's in excellent condition without any significant wear, is going to be worth far more than one that's been heavily circulated. So, why has the value of the 2001 D mint mark Jefferson nickel risen so dramatically? Well, like many collectibles, the value of coins can fluctuate depending on supply, demand, and rarity. The market for coins like this one is also driven by collectors and investors who are always searching for the next big find. Some collectors buy these coins purely for investment purposes, hoping that their value will continue to increase over time. With the demand for rare and era coins growing, the 2001 D Jefferson nickel could continue to be worth more as time goes on. However, the market can also be unpredictable, and values can change as new coins are discovered or more come to light. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of the 2001 D mint mark Jefferson nickel. What was once just another regular 5-cent piece in your pocket has now become a valuable treasure, thanks to its rarity and unique mint errors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting started, it's important to keep your eyes peeled for these special coins. You never know, you might just find one of these rare gems in your pocket change. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on rare coins and their fascinating histories. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, the 2002 P mint mark Jefferson nickel. You might not know it, but this little coin could be worth a lot more than its face value. How much? Well, you're about to find out. And rarity of this coin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss out on more amazing coin-related content. The 2002 P mint mark Jefferson nickel is part of the series of coins that have been in circulation in the United States for over 80 years. But what makes this specific coin so special? Let's go back in time and explore the history of the Jefferson nickel, as well as why the 2002 version has gained so much attention. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938 and was designed by Felix Schlag. It was a tribute to Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The design features a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. For decades, the design remained relatively unchanged, except for minor adjustments. But in 2002, a new era of Jefferson nickels began. In 2002, the U.S. Mint began producing the Jefferson nickel in a series of redesigned coins to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's birth. The reverse of the 2002 coin featured a new interpretation of Jefferson's home,